Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense. Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Through the Lens, and today we have a Halloween special. We're going to review a very specific Indonesian 80s horror flick, which is a bit of a cult classic, I guess, in the scene. This movie was released in 1981, and it was banned from some time for some time in Indonesia for some vague reason, probably because violence and weird stuff happening, which we'll talk about later on. Anyway, this movie was directed by... Oh wait, I forgot. Today we have the Unholy Trinity. I'm yours truly, the Zephyros. Next to me, on my left, is Patronus Gold.
G'day.
And in the furthest of the lefts is Sun Dude.
The midnight CR.
It do be.
Yeah.
Spooky hour.
The witching hour. The mystics hour.
Aha,
Put that on too, shall
Mystics
we?
in Bali. Did I say the title yet?
Yes.
Did
Wait.
you?
I don't know,
think
but
you
this
did.
movie is called
Title it,
Mystics in Bali.
Because we haven't already.
So we watched this movie yesterday. I was in Bali yesterday. Today I just came off a flight from Bali.
Mystics
Because
in
by
Bali.
our
in
review will
Bali.
probably be after Halloween.
This say American Halloween. We're doing it American style.
Go to American style, yes.
You're editing this, dear.
Yeah, I'll edit this tonight. Hopefully, yes. Alright, this
Nice.
movie was directed by Mr. H. Chut Jali and written by Putra Madra. Oh, it's based on a novel. Didn't know that. And Jimmy Admarja. See, the synopsis for this movie is a woman researches a book that takes her to the black magic cult the Liak in Bali. She meets an evil witch who promises to train her in the dark arts, but she is tricked and is now turned into a flying vampire with internal organs hanging from her neck.
Unlucky.
It's quite unlucky.
Yes.
Cool facts about this movie. This movie was not released on VHS, and it was only aired in Indonesia and Japan apparently on release.
Oh.
Cool Japanese poster here all showed up. And this movie stars Ilona Agathe Bastian as Kathy Keene, our main heroine / the victim.
I guess. Yeah.
And it also stars our main man, Yos Santo, as Hendra, the ultimate simp of this movie. We also have Sophia W.D. as the Liak Queen, witch person. And W.D. Mokhtar as Mac and Cheese. Mac Cheese. This is a cool name. Mac and Cheese.
I thought you were Indonesian.
This is not an Indonesian name. It's Mac Cheese.
Are you sure mac and cheese ain't just a traditional Indonesian food?
We don't do pasta as a traditional food, but that's cool nonetheless.
Very cool.
Alright, we'll move on.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about this movie overall? First impressions?
Hot garbage, but like somewhat fun. But like
Mamma
mostly
Mia
hot
hot
garbage.
garbage, yeah?
I mean, some of it was... I think it's a bit too weird for me, but like... You can have a bit of a laugh. You can have a bit of a laugh, I guess. But this is a garbage movie, yeah.
I think
That's
we
funny.
have to mention that, well, I mean, back in the day, we don't know what people like to watch back in the day, but yeah, for modern standards,
Well,
yeah,
I mean, it's
it
an
gets a bit
80s
weird.
movie, right?
Yeah.
But we need to mention that a fact I talked about last night when we were watching this. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, I'm quoting for Wikipedia, the Indonesian government saw films as a possible source for foreign revenue. As a result, low-budget Indonesian exploitation films were produced and exported to international markets. So yeah,
So
it's a low-budget exploitation film
They don't really
designed to
care
be
if
a
it's actually
get-rich
good.
quick scheme for the
Yeah.
Indonesian government.
And
Yes.
it feels like that. It really does.
That's
Yeah.
why it has white woman in it.
Yeah.
Cause,
But now that we got that out of the way,
Shall we move on?
yeah.
but was it spooky though, as the Halloweens?
No.
I mean,
Oh, actually, hold on. I'll talk about it later when we get to visuals. But there's some really fucking disturbing stuff in here.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go.
The acting. Well, what you think about the English voiceovers?
So we watched the dub. Eh.
It was
Wasn't
mostly
really
work
done
of the
well.
writing, wasn't it? Like
Yeah.
we'll put
I'm
we'll
not
combine writing
sure
with
how-
acting here.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure how 80s voice dubbing worked. I can't imagine it was sophisticated or was perfect in any sense.
Hmm. But also, even without the voiceover, I can't exactly be sure, but it seemed like their performances weren't that good, even by
Yeah,
regular
I think so.
standards. So
As visual,
acting for me, no.
Yeah.
Definitely
absolutely.
no.
I'll talk about it more in the spoiler zone as well.
Writing's a bit like what would you call it?
Odd.
No, what's the word for like? It was a bit stiff,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, low budget 80s horror flick from Southeast Asia,
Yeah.
funded by the government.
Hell yeah.
What y'all think about cinematography and the visual?
Wait, you didn't say writing.
Oh, I just did. We just did
a little bit.
about how it's
Oh.
stiff.
Oh, I thought you said the acting was stiff.
Well,
Did I just
both
miss that
acting and
entirely?
writing is stiff, I guess. Sure, yeah.
Oh,
Do you have
the
something
writing
to add
for
for
the
writing?
movie
Yeah.
shit, and though it did have some interesting, like
Plot points,
the
I guess.
mythos was cool, but it got convoluted and very creepy, weird. It was fucking weird, and the dialogue itself was just trash, but like funny, but like trash, you know?
Yes.
Okay, that's all. Sorry about that. You guys can go ahead.
Have a cinematography.
Decent for an 80s film.
Not too bad, but they seem to.
I'm
Some
not sure.
zooms, dramatic zooms.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the zooms. Sometimes they have weird handheld footage, which when they're like panning,
Oh yeah.
so
That needs
it
to
was
be
kind of
mentioned.
shaky panning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That happened.
but it wasn't
Yeah,
that bad, right?
yeah, it was watchable.
You could tell there was some like
sometimes it
sophisticated
was
shots
okay.
from like high angle, like some like they almost looked like drone shots, but it was of like things when going all over the place scenes.
They had some nice wide shots of the forest.
They
And
do.
the dramatic zooms were kind of goofy, but like they kind of worked.
I think the final scene is the most prominent, like where they use the most cinematography skills.
Right.
Yeah.
Music.
Overall, music.
Oh,
Music
I don't
done
you wanna
by
finish your sentence?
me.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say something.
I finished.
All right, fine. Music.
Yeah. Music was done by.
It was.
I'm not going to try and pronounce it.
Where was it? Are you alright?
Sorry, that was like a yawn scream.
Where is music? I can't find IMDb. Directed. Music by Gato Tsudarto. Let's see what he's done. He's done a bunch of 80s flicks. A lot of 80s flicks.
Damn.
So music overall was just kind of generic, I guess.
Yeah, just horror movie.
I mean, there were a lot of like ethnic Indonesian like drumming and
Oh yeah,
that
that
kind
was
of
kind
stuff.
of cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which worked well. Yeah, it worked well, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's alright.
Is it alright?
Nothing out of place.
So consensus is it's a little better than average.
Sure.
Cool. Yes.
Editing visuals. Now this is where the fun happens.
I say that the practical like gore and shit like that was really effective. The CGI was appalling, but like it was the 80s, so like it makes sense.
I don't
And
think they
it was
have
low
any
budget.
computer generated things,
I
man.
did not have any computer generated images.
No.
I mean,
you
for
would call it.
sorry, the green screen stuff.
Yeah, the green screen, like.
I don't even think it was green screen. I think they just composited several layers of video on top of each other.
Yeah, it would be like early compositing green screen technique.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that looks shit, but like it makes sense for the time.
But they did spinny.
But I think part of the visual effects, they might have harmed animals we're discussing, right? So I'm gonna have to dock points for that immediately. That's kind of fucking.
Mate, in the
not
80s,
good.
they did cocaine.
The animals were just all fucking hopped up on cocaine, so they didn't feel anything.
Yeah, they probably gave the mice like cocaine.
Yes.
They're fine.
But don't be cruel to animals. It's not a good thing. Even though you're saying that, don't. Bad.
Well, speaking of 80s, my profile picture. It's the 80s. It was Indonesian dictator from like the 60s till the 90s. So this is like peak 80s. This.
Did he fund this movie?
I guess indirectly he did, since it's his government. Fun fact.
Very cool. That's pretty fun.
We invaded. What did we invade in the 80s? We invaded Papua, like West Papua. Also, East Timor. Got him. Dab on the.
All right. Shall we go to spoilers?
Let's go.
Extra shit for you today on your spooky Halloween.
Yeah, that was like a that was a.
Can you play spooky scary skeletons?
Okay, here's some even more shit for you. It doesn't go low enough.
That's garbage, mate.
Just like this movie.
Just like this movie. Yes.
It do be like that.
Yeah.
Spoiler zone, fun stuff. Hendra Simpy for white woman. Spoiler zone.
Oh yes.
Good
That was
fun.
Never fucked the pig.
Yeah, he never got the pussy, bro.
I don't really get why this movie is not that like it doesn't seem that controversial, but I guess maybe the 80s they just like you blood, you vomit, you.
Well, they're probably like, bro, flying head eat a baby from woman pussy, no good, man. Don't show this to their children.
Oh yeah, I mean, fair enough. You wouldn't show the kids.
Or also they'll probably be like, bro, what is this communist shit? Fucking commie cunts.
What if this is a criticism on communism and the communists are the mystic?
They probably has something to do with communism, mate, since it's the 80s.
Yeah. I mean, they're all on cocaine.
There was something on Wikipedia which said they had to film on Java rather than in Bali, as Hindu locals were too superstitious to allow the black magic ritual shown in the film to be performed there.
That's pretty funny.
Which I guess, yeah. Indonesia being a government of like, what, mostly Muslim people, am I right?
Yeah, majority Muslims here.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
But
yeah,
Bali
they
is like
would've
an
been
isolated
bigger
Hindu
than that.
island. Where the Hindu people be.
Anything
And we
else?
wanted to talk about the visuals, right?
Yeah,
In-depth
we can talk about
analysis of what you.
those scenes.
Yeah.
Standout early scene was remember for like floaty tongue?
Yep, I remember that one. Just the tongue sticking out of a bush.
That was funny.
Yeah,
Just some guy holding a really long red stick with a forked end.
and it licked her legs.
And that scene was
Yeah.
actually
And-
funny, bro. Where she's like, "Bro, take off your skirt," and she's like, "What?" And the dude's also like, "Yo,
But the dude's enjoying it.
yes, he do be."
It's a
Speaking of
fucking weird
like,
movie.
look, legs. After that, like, after she got the tattoo, she
Yeah.
asked the dude to look at the tattoo and read it, and it was kind of like
Yeah,
a
it's come a bit
weird,
closer.
semi-awkward scene where he's like, "Okay, I'll look closer," and she wants him to like do more, but he's like too pussy, but he like it.
I want to mention one thing that is apparently something that happened according to Wikipedia.
Okay.
Quote Wikipedia: the film's lead, Ilona Agafi Bastian, was not an actress prior to the film's production. Rather, she was a German tourist visiting Bali who was chosen by the wife of one of the film's producers to portray the female protagonist.
That makes so much fucking sense, though.
Yes.
I mean, cheap
A
acting.
random tourist.
She did not even act. She's just a fucking
Some German
Well,
woman.
okay.
Just
Yeah.
a German woman.
And then she
that?
probably got paid a lot because she's like, "Yo, touch my legs."
Yeah.
Also got a tattoo on
That's
there as
cool.
well.
Wait, who directed this again?
Is Mr. Jut Jali. Well, let's see his Wikipedia page.
He's
He
into
is-
It's
some
literally
weird
one
shit.
paragraph.
That's all
It's
I'm gonna
literally
say.
2 sentences. His Wikipedia page.
Yeah. Huh.
So yeah, that's that. Unless you want to read his IMDb as well, it's probably 2 sentences as well. But yeah.
That was
Some
funny.
other highlights was when the transformation scenes were pretty disgusting. You know, you
They're
can't.
pretty spook.
They hide it with a lot of darkness, but it's still gross. And she also vomits up some rats, and that scene was fucking gross as well. And also, there's like a pig boss battle at the end, right?
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh
That was
yeah.
fucking-
that was a great
There
one.
was like a
The
Zeus
witch
came in.
turned herself into a pig with titties,
Yep.
and then Zeus man just stabbed her tit.
Yeah.
Yep. And then she dies to the sun.
The
Like
sun
a
dude.
vampire. Sun dude.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
I killed her. Thank you
Yes.
guys. Give me all your money.
Damn.
Yeah. So that was the end of the movie basically. I died to the sun. GG.
GG.
And it ended with the Zeus, Mahendra, and was Kathy like not possessed anymore at that point? They were just like, it was just like a camera shot looking down on them while they surrounded like the witch's body, and then credits, roll credits.
Yeah, it didn't really explain much at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's quite the movie.
Rating time.
Actually, I would like to state that some guy, a Jay Bauman, said it's not a great movie, but it's incredibly entertaining.
I'd say it's half of it's entertaining. Some of it's
Just
I say
bad.
it's entertaining when like shit's happening, you know. But some of
The
it's
fights
just
were
like
entertaining, but
bad
like
dialogue.
yeah, those dialogue scenes are kind of iffy.
Yeah. Yeah. So final verdicts.
Final verdicts.
Alright, I think this movie was ass, but it had some funny bits. Yeah, solid 3 out of 10.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's it.
But 7 out
Well,
of 10
for
spook
me,
factor.
a very spooky movie. For me, I've got to say this: the selling points in this film was the dumb entertainingness of it, and the interesting practical visual effects. That was pretty cool. And the rest of the movie was fucking garbage. And they might have harmed animals making this. We aren't
No,
sure.
that
So
just
after
makes it
that,
even more funnier, bro.
shut up, dear. No, no harming animals. Okay, I'm gonna defend those poor rats, snakes, and pigs.
See, we
Okay?
don't have any protection agencies for animals here, man.
And don't forget the monkey, Mahendra. I'm joking.
Funny joke. Anyway, with all that
Racism,
being
man.
said, this had the potential to be like a 3 or a 4, but because of the way that the animals started being, I've gotta dock it, mate. I gotta go down to a 2 out of 10.
Ooh.
2 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you guys with a spooky Halloween score. Y'all ready? All right.
Yeah.
Count with me. 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
5 pumpkins out of 10 pies. Oh.
Damn.
And that is a
Grand
combined
score of 3,
3.3.
basically. Yeah.
3.33333. You get the spookiness
With a bit of spook factor.
of that.
Hey, if we did this episode again and we added the scores together, we get 666. Oh,
Bro, that's like
extra
crazy.
we got him. We end the episode on a spooky score.
I'll
Thank
just
you very
upload
much.
the review
We'll
twice.
take your money now. All right.
Alright, everyone. Thanks for watching this one. Well, tell us what you think about the movie if you watched it.
Let
Enjoy
us
your
know if you were
Halloween.
also offended by the mystical
All start talking
imagery.
at once.
Animal abuse is
Not cool.
debatably not ethical, but we're animals
No,
as well.
but no.
But we abuse each other every day. We live in a society.
We live in a society. See,
So
that's why
who's
the
the
movie
real
got banned,
monster
because
now?
it makes us really think about the society, you know?
I'm the real monster now.
Anyway, this is a shit show, just like the movie. Please subscribe and like and comment and stuff.
Tell us what you guys want us to review next. And we'll see you in the next episode of Through the Mails.
Bye bye.
Children.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.